Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Returning it, Justice Hill. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
He'll get about 4 here, down to 43.
Any running play this called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. They'll go option to the short side. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 6 yards away. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st down, Mahomes being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. James Prochet deep for Baltimore.
That's taken on the 25. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Jackson going to hold on to it again. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From midfield, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have come. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here.
I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 24 yards. On play action, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again. Patrick Queen in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. And guys who are charging right, give it right back to him and let him count things out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
The return, and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored, now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. It'll be a gain of 5. And then we'll get a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Jackson trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a knife.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. George Karlaftis able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackle has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
Oh, no, he lost the football. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And there's completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. The guy's 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd down, McKinnon. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 46 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not...
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? What? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution is pretty darn good.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Patrick Queen getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Out to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. They've got his man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 57 yards. One overtime. How about two? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend